Soon it will be dinner making time. Do you know the best way to avoid making pasta for dinner yet again? Meal planning. And the easiest way to meal plan? It's time blocking. The thing that gets us off track is using processed ingredients in a crunch. And we resort to that very often. But if you block some time for meal planning, you can be successful in making something healthy and delicious and avoid making pasta for dinner yet again. Although I do love pasta. So, hi, I'm Anna Harris. I'm a personal trainer and nutrition coach and founder of FitEatRest.com. I focus on three most important parts of our health: fitness, nutrition, and rest and recovery. Today, I want you to embrace meal planning and block time for it. It was a life changer for me, and it helps my family proactively make healthy choices and eat delicious meals and know what we're having and really enjoy our food. And I think time planning, meal planning, and making time for it and shopping efficiently is especially timely on a day like today, Earth Day. So I will show you how to get it done. You might feel resistant to the idea of blocking out of time in your day to plan. You might be telling yourself it's a waste of time to spend that much time planning, but planning is really the key to efficiency. It might be fun to be spur of the moment, but sometimes it might end up being, you might end up making duplicate meals or duplicate tasks. You might miss some ingredients for a recipe you're making, or you might simply be making pasta over and over. And it's good once in a while, but not on a daily basis, right? It's not the most nutritious thing to eat the same thing. So trust me on this. If you allot time to plan, you will save time in the end and you will be eating better. You'll be eating a variety of fresh, delicious meals. So meal planning is just three simple steps. Step one, you need to set aside time to write your menu. It takes 10 minutes at the most for me, but it might be different for you. It might be less or more. You have to decide what you're having for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. And I use this kind of handy calendar I made that helps me write out what we're having for each meal. And what I do first is I scan my fridge and pantry to make sure there are certain items I could reuse or use for a recipe, or if I'm missing certain key ingredients. There are certain staples in your pantry that are important to have and helpful to have, and same as for fridge. So then you can choose the recipes that work well together. So your shopping list is a little bit more efficient. For example, if I was making roast chicken, if I planned roast chicken for dinner tonight, it might mean that I could use that chicken, leftover chicken, in tacos tomorrow. So if you plan to get takeout, you can also write it down on the list. So let's say if Monday, you getting takeout from a restaurant, and I'm saying takeout because nobody can really go out and eat at a restaurant right now. We're all sheltering in place. So if it's takeout, you write it down for lunch or dinner if you plan for it. That makes it easier so you know you have less that you will need for the week. If you don't have a lot of extra recipes, set some time to look for them online or in your favorite cookbook. And I also have some recipes on FitEatRest.com. Some of my favorites are up there. You can look them up. You know, if you take the time to meal plan, you can have more interesting recipes. You can have a little bit more variety to your cooking, and you can also keep it simple. You know, simple is good too. So you can think creative ideas now when you have time, and that makes it easier rather than spur of the moment where you might miss an ingredient, or you might take a lot of extra time for it. Simply just you might not feel up to it. So that's step one. Set aside time to write that menu. That menu goes in here. Okay, that's the top part. The second part is you need to shop. And guess what? It's a lot easier to shop when you have this menu because you can look at it and say, look, I need chicken for dinner. I need something for my salad, some vegetables. You can write that in those spaces. So I have produce, grains and nuts, proteins. Dairy and egg is a category simply because they're usually found together at the grocery store. Canned and jarred foods, frozen foods, there you can get a lot of great fruits and vegetables frozen. They're packed at peak freshness, so it saves you money and it also can last longer. So it's a great thing to use if you can't always get fresh. And then the last one is spices and condiments because we do need to make those meals a little bit more interesting with spices, right? So when you plan, my shopping takes 30 minutes at the most because I go into the store or I can do it online and I do it quickly because I know exactly what I need to get. It also saves me money because I don't look at random things and buy random things. Well, sometimes I do, but I try not to. So this is a great time saver. And there are also apps you can use like Paprika and Plan to Eat and Pepper Plate that can help you with recipe planning. But it makes shopping a lot easier when you have a plan to follow. So the last part, so step 1 is planning your list. Step 2 is shopping based on that list. And step 3 is prepping. And the reason prepping is good is because it also saves you time when you cook. So when I get my vegetables, I will wash and I might even slice some of them. If I have, let's say, tomatoes, cucumbers, or hard vegetables especially, they stay fresh even when cut a little bit longer. So I can do that in advance so my salads come together really quickly. I could maybe roast a protein like a turkey or chicken or lentils, make some lentils so you have that ready and you can make your meals a lot faster. Grains are really great to make ahead of time, quinoa, farro, whatever grains you like. And then if you wash your fruit and set them in a bowl, or berries, set them in a container, it's very easy to make your breakfast. Boil eggs as well. I always have some boiled eggs. That's a great source of protein, and it's also easy to make and easy to have on hand. So if you make time to get all these ingredients prepped ahead of time, then your meals will come together much faster. And I suggest you do it the same day you get groceries if you have time. It doesn't have to be meal planning, prepping Sunday. I know it's a popular one. Just do it when it's convenient for you, but it's easier to do it after you shop because right away you can get those foods and clean or cut them right away. So that's it. If you block the time to do each of these tasks, to plan, to shop, to prep, your dinner will come together much easier and you won't have to be making pasta for dinner again. So planning saves time and it reduces stress, and we can all use that, right? So if you find this helpful, share this video with a friend. And if you want to get my handy chart, just comment under this video or send me a DM, or just say you want the chart, the meal planning grocery chart, on the Facebook page, and I'll be happy to send it to you. It's absolutely free. I use it every week for my cooking and planning, and it's been a great time saver and a great helper. So thanks for watching this. I'm Anna Harris, founder of FitEatRest.com, reminding you to stay fit, eat healthy, and take time for yourself. Good night.